first one under your belt, and you know, what were your thoughts of that game overall?
It was fun. Just like you said, first preseason game, getting back out there, getting to play in Puerto Rico in front of a different fan base. Definitely was a fun experience.
Obviously, you guys went through training camp and different practices, but did you feel the impact that Desmond made on the court with you guys on offense, especially?
Definitely, just how he was able to, you know, impact us on both sides of the ball. Thought he did a great job of just leveraging, you know, his threat from the three-point shot, being able to, you know, pump fake and drive, create for others. So yeah, definitely felt it for the minutes that he was out there.
There was this emphasis that we heard at least about playing faster and playing quicker with your decision making for the whole team. How did you feel like that implemented or that translated into the game on Saturday, and where do you still feel like you guys need to work on with that?
Yeah, I think we definitely played a little faster, just trying to get it out and go, pushing the pace. And I thought we could have just did a little better job maybe of taking care of the basketball, but honestly I was pretty happy with just our pace overall.
What in your individual game is different this year compared to years past, and what are you working
individual
towards?
what?
Your individual game and working towards that.
So what's different?
Yeah, what's different?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Nothing really feels too different. I just feel like I'm a better player, but I don't know how different I'll be, but I think that I'll definitely be better.
Does that comfort help you in any regard, or is it just it's year 4 for you now? So is it like, are you finally feeling like there's another level of where it's slowing down for you?
Yeah, I mean, preseason you just want to get your legs under you and get a good feel, but I felt good out there, and I'm just excited to get this whole year started and get some wins. So,
What's about you about Wendell's game? Obviously, the starters only played 13 minutes or so, and not in the second half. But from what Wendell did in that first half with you guys, what did you notice?
I mean, he just did everything. You know, he guarded well, protected the rim, was finishing down low, made a three. So all stuff that we know he can do, and we just love when he's aggressive and playing with force. So thought he looked good out there.
Jace had a big third quarter. He said the game slowed down for him at that point. From your perspective, what did you see, and how excited are you about his growth?
Yeah, he looked good. He was pretty frustrated at halftime. I think he was like 0 for 4 or something like that. And I think we just told him, like, you're getting everywhere you want to go. So don't trip on missing the shot. Just keep being aggressive. Keep shooting your shots. And he went out there and knocked 3 threes down, all within the flow of the offense. So. He's a really good player, and you could tell he just kind of has a factor about him where he doesn't get very flustered or upset or frustrated, And if he does get frustrated, he goes out there and plays better. He doesn't let it affect his game, so that's pretty impressive for a rookie.
You mentioned the turnovers. This is something to keep working on. It's, first preseason game, you kind of expect maybe a little bit of like figuring out where everybody is, but what do you guys want? What are you guys focusing on and working on now that you're back to work between this game and Friday's game?
I'd say just executing and playing with pace. Some of those turnovers were just attributed to us playing faster. Some of them were bad mistakes. So just trying to clean up those mistakes, and the ones that are we're trying to play fast. You can live with those ones, but you just don't want to have the dumb mistakes.
You going for NBA blocks leader this year? You had 3 of them, but seriously, when you're setting the tone like that on defense, how much as a leader do you feel it's contagious with the other guys?
Yeah, I think that's just what's expected. Everybody out on the floor is to defend at a high level, and I think myself, I can take another step defensively. Just with how locked in I am, how engaged I am, and just me making plays. I think I can make a lot of plays out there defensively, whether it's blocks, steals, just getting stops on guys, switching. So that's something that I definitely want to up this year is my defensive intensity.
You kind of mentioned it, like you use these preseason games to get your legs under you. This being your 4th year, how's your approach to these preseason games maybe changed, knowing what you need to do to ramp up for the regular season and when the games count?
Yeah, I mean, you just take it one game at a time. Like I said, I felt good out there, but I definitely didn't feel like mid-season form. So just building up every game, gaining more confidence in your movements and just with the team in general. So I mean, I'm sure as the games go on, we'll play a little bit more each game and get a little more acclimated just to the minutes and everything in the rotation. So just looking forward to taking each game one at a time.
How valuable is it to have Tyus out there?
Really valuable. He's just a super steady player. He just gets guys the ball, on time and on target, and keeps the offense flowing. And I got to get used to like when he's out there, when we get the rebound, me just running down the court because he needs to be the outlet. I think the ball needs to be in his hands in transition, just because he gets it to where it needs to go to. So definitely love having him out there.
You launched a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What has that been like for you?
The YouTube, it's been dope. Happy how it's all came together. It was something that my team was kind of like begging me to do. Like they wanted me to show more of my life and stuff I do. So glad that I'm able to do it now and give people, the fans, and everybody just a little glimpse. And shout out to my cameraman Cam Bev. He did a tremendous job the first 2 episodes, and episode 2 just dropped this morning. So we're excited about that for sure. Yep.
Yeah.